Welcome to Elder Tales Stories. Here we bring you timeless stories filled with wisdom, sacrifice, and love. Today's tale is The Aged Mother, a Tale of Wisdom and Sacrifice. Stay with us till the end for a moving journey you'll never forget. In the kingdom of shining hills, where the rivers glistened like silver threads and cherry blossoms painted the valleys pink, people lived in both awe and fear of their emperor. He was young, ambitious, and proud, a man who valued strength above all else. To him, old age was a curse, a sign of weakness that could only slow down his dream of building an invincible empire. One morning, standing before the royal court, his voice rang like a blade cutting. The path to Mount Obatsuyama was long and cruel. Jagged rocks cut into the farmer's sandals, and the chill of the evening wind stung his skin. Yet his burden was not the weight of his mother on his back. It was the torment in his heart. The mother, frail and silent, held on gently. She could feel her son's trembling shoulders, not from her weight, but from his grief. To ease his pain, she whispered softly, "My child, do not be sad. This is the way of the world. Just as blossoms fall in spring, so too must the aged return to the earth." But the son's heart rebelled. How could wisdom, kindness, and love be cast away like withered leaves? As they climbed higher, the son noticed his mother's days passed after the farmer hid his mother in the secret cellar beneath their humble cottage. Each day, fear of discovery haunted him, for the emperor's guards often patrolled villages to ensure that no elder had been spared. But alongside fear lived another truth, his mother's wisdom, which began to shine like a hidden lamp in the dark. One summer, the kingdom faced a grave challenge. A neighboring land, jealous of Shining Hill's prosperity, sent messengers with a cunning demand. They placed before the emperor a thick coil of rope made entirely of ash and said mockingly, "If your land is truly wise and strong, then show us how a rope of ash can be made. If you fail, surrender your rivers to our king." The emperor was furious and humiliated. He gathered his ministers, scholars, and wise men, but none could answer. How could ash, fragile and fleeting, become rope again? The farmer, though a poor man, was summoned along with the others. His heart pounded, for he knew no common man could solve such a riddle. But when he returned home that night, his mother noticed his troubled face. "What troubles you, my son?" she asked gently. Ashamed yet desperate, he told her everything. To his astonishment, her dim eyes sparkled with a hidden light. "Do not despair," she said. "Here is what you must do. Take a rope of ordinary straw, soak it in salt water, and dry it well. Then burn it carefully on a straight plank of wood. The rope will turn to ash, but the shape will remain. This is the answer they seek." The farmer, stunned by her wisdom, followed her instructions. The next day, before the emperor, he demonstrated exactly as she had said. Gasps filled the court as a perfect rope of ash lay unbroken before their eyes. The emperor, astonished, leaned forward. "Who taught you this?" The farmer's heart raced. To reveal the truth meant certain death for both him and his mother. Yet to lie felt like dishonor. With trembling lips, he said, "It was Taught to me by my aged mother, the court grew silent. The emperor, who had ordered all elders to die, was struck speechless. But the test did not end there. Time and again, new riddles came, weaving silk from twisted threads of bark, guiding armies through forests without paths, and finding water beneath dry lands. Each time the farmer ran to his mother in secret, and each time her wisdom saved the kingdom from shame. Slowly the emperor's pride began to crack. He started to see what he had denied for so long, that age did not weaken the spirit, but enriched it with knowledge no youth could ever hold. The riddles from the rival kingdom continued for many moons, and each time the poor farmer returned to his hidden cellar where his mother waited patiently. Her frail voice carried solutions that not only saved her son but also safeguarded the honor of the entire land. Word of the farmer's mysterious knowledge spread across shining hills. People whispered in the markets, in the rice fields, and by the rivers. How does a poor man answer what even the emperor's wisest counselors cannot? Some believed he had been blessed by the gods. Others said he carried a spirit's guidance. One evening, when the kingdom faced yet another impossible challenge to build a drum that could sound without being beaten, the emperor summoned the farmer privately. "Tell me truly," the emperor said, his voice stern but curious. "No man of your station could possess such wisdom. From where do you draw these answers?" The farmer bowed low, his hands trembling. His heart could no longer bear the burden of hiding the truth. With tears in his eyes, he confessed, "My lord, forgive me. These answers are not mine. They are the wisdom of my aged mother, whom I could not abandon on the mountain. I kept her hidden, for I could not let her life end in such cruelty." The emperor was struck as though by lightning. He fell silent, his proud face softened, and at last he whispered, "An old mother. The very ones I cast away." The farmer, expecting punishment, lowered his head. But instead of rage, the emperor sighed deeply. For the first time, he saw the blindness of his own law. He rose from his throne and addressed the court. "Hear me. From this day forward, let it be known that the aged shall no longer be cast aside. Their wisdom is the roots of our kingdom, their love the light that guides us. Without them, we are nothing but leaves blown in the storm." Tears filled the eyes of courtiers and villagers alike. Families who had lost their elders wept openly, some in grief, some in hope that their wisdom still lived in memory. The emperor turned to the farmer. "Your mother has saved this kingdom more than once. She is not a burden but a treasure. Bring her forth with honor and let her live among us." When the farmer carried his mother from the cellar, the crowd bowed in reverence. Though frail, she lifted her trembling hand in blessing. Her eyes, filled with both sorrow and pride, met the emperor's. "My lord," she said softly, "a tree without roots cannot stand. Remember this always. From that day on, the law of abandonment was abolished. Elders walked freely in the streets, their stories and guidance once again embraced by the people. The kingdom of shining hills grew stronger, not by the might of its youth, but by the harmony of generations united." And the farmer's mother, though her days were few, lived the rest of her life in peace, cherished as a symbol of wisdom and sacrifice. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Elder Tales Stories, share with friends so they too can learn these timeless lessons. I see you again with another story full of wisdom and inspiration.